नमो विज्ञान वीर्याय नमो विज्ञान वीर्याय मायायेदम् उपयेयुषे मायायेदम् उपयेयुषे गृहीता गुणभेद्याय गृहीता गुणभेदाय नमस्ते व्याख्या योनये. Synonyms, word by word meaning. Namaha, respectable obeisances. Vijnana Viryaya, O original source of strength and scientific knowledge. Mayaya, by the external energy. Idam, this body of Brahma. Upeyushe, having obtained. Grihita, accepting. Gunabhedaya, the differentiated by mode by differentiated mode of passion. Namaste, offering obeisances unto you. Avyakta, unmanifested. Yonaye, source. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O original source of strength and scientific knowledge, all obeisances unto you. You have accepted the differentiated mode of passion from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. With the help of external energy, you are born of the unmanifested source. All obeisances to you. Purport. The Vedas are the original scientific knowledge for all departments of understanding. And this knowledge of the Vedas was first impregnated into the heart of Brahma by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Brahma is the original source of all scientific knowledge. He is born directly from the transcendental body of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, who is never seen by any creature of this material universe and therefore always remains unmanifested. Brahma is stated here to be born of the unmanifested. He is the incarnation of mode of passion in material nature, which is the separated external energy of the Supreme Lord. Pamagnanatimirandasya gnananjanashalakaya Chakshur yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namavam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Here we were discussing so many days about Kashyapa Muni and Atiti pastime. After Atiti heard that she is going to give a birth of two demons, and they are going to give suffering to this material world for many hundreds of years, she was very much bewildered by hearing that. Along with that, the demigods also got bewildered. What's going to be happen with this great mistake? How the whole world is going to be suffer? As an inquisitive nature, all the demigods went and asked Lord Brahma. Once these demigods approached to the Brahma, the demigods are addressing Brahma in a wonderful way. They are offering obeisances. Namo Vijnana Viryayaya. So, Brahma is the source of all scientific knowledge and strength. How he got it? He got it from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At the creation of this universe, the Lord created first living entity as a Brahma in this material universe, and he impregnated all the knowledge into his heart. If we all know that Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, first chapter, first sloka is telling that Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. That means at the time of creation, the Brahma created with a complete knowledge. Tene Brahma Hridaya. So, Lord impregnated all the knowledge, all this scientific material knowledge into the heart of Brahma. So, these all demigods knows that Brahma is the origin of the first person of this material world, and he knows everything. And then they are asking Namo Vijnanaya. So they are approaching in a right way with right mood to inquire about the material knowledge and the upcoming consequences. So only those who are coming in the parampara only know about the supreme absolute truth, because they heard from the authoritative sources, either directly from the Supreme Lord or through Guru Parampara. So here, Brahma got this knowledge from the Supreme Lord, and all the demigods approached in a humble mode. Namo means offering obeisances. Even Krishna is also telling in Bhagavad Gita, one who is inquisitive about the absolute truth, they should approach a bona fide person. Tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnaninas tattva darshanaha. So one should go a bona fide person with a humble attitude, not in a arrogant attitude. With that humble attitude, pariprashnena sevaya, with a humble attitude, with serving attitude, one should approach a bona fide person in the parampara. They are doing right thing. Why? Because Brahma is the bona fide person. He got the knowledge directly from the Supreme Lord. Approaching the bona fide person is the always acceptable, always authoritative, always useful. If you approach an unqualified person or who doesn't know much about the Supreme Lord, then that kind of inquiry or approach is not useful. Always we need to approach a bona fide person in the parampara. In our parampara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the topmost. From him, the knowledge passed through the Brahma to Narada Mahamuni to Vyasa Muni, and like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all six Goswamis, and all our Prabhupada and current contemporary spiritual masters. So, an intelligent person should approach the bona fide person. Here, all the demigods are very intelligent. That's why they did not go any other fellow demigod. They approached the right person, Brahma. So, even in this current material world also, if anybody want to approach, or if anybody want to progress, or if anybody want to know about who am I, Atato Brahma Jignasa, who am I, where I am going, what is my next life, and what kind of karma I am going to face. If anybody is interested, this Brahma Jignasa, this inquisitiveness towards the Brahman, they should approach a bona fide person and accept him as a Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru and learn from him with a submissive attitude, not in a challenging attitude. Whoever is doing that, they will progress more and more in the learning of absolute truth. But whoever is not doing that, Srama hi kevalam. Some people, they will do a pseudo practice of devotional service. They feel externally like they are doing some devotional service, but there is no use of it. Just they will do for the name's sake. Sentimentally, they will do some pseudo practice. If they do not understand the supreme absolute truth, Krishna, such kind of devotional service is described as Sramayevahi Kevalam. It's a hard labor. There will be no progress in him or in his understanding or in his consciousness or in his activities. It's a simply hard labor. For such kind of devotional service, so-called devotional service, there will be no use. If you really want to progress, if you really want to know the supreme absolute truth, one must approach a bona fide person under the Supreme Lord. There are various paramparas. One of the authoritative parampara is, as per the Padma Purana, is Brahma Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is all our ISKCON devotees we are following in that Sampradaya. Otherwise, any other authoritative Sampradaya in Padma Purana, it given 4 authoritative Sampradaya: Shri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Nimbarka Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya. So one must take knowledge in this one of the Sampradayas. Otherwise, it's a useless effort. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling that we are all struck in this deep well of material world. If you want to come out of this deep well, the Lord is offering 4 ropes, 4 different sampradayas. If anybody is interested to come out of this deep well of this material nature, one should get hold tightly one of this rope and come out of that. So similarly, many other scriptures are also, Mundakopanishad and other scriptures also is recommending that Tad Vijnanardham Guruvema Abhigachet. That means if you want to learn some spiritual knowledge, one must have a guru, either Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru. So once when they approach, they can get this knowledge. So here the demigods approached the Brahma, and Brahma has so many other wonderful qualities as well. He is a qualified person to give any kind of answer. Number one, he is coming on the parampara. Number two, he is a incarnation of mode of passion. The Lord expanded various types of incarnations. Purushavataras, Leelavataras, Gunavataras, Manvantaravatas, like that, different types of avatars Lord God expanded. One of the type of avatara is Gunavatara. To represent each guna, we have three gunas. What are those? Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. So to represent these gunas, from the Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Lord first expanded Kshirodakasai Vishnu, from Kshirodakasai, Karanodakasai Vishnu. From Karanodakasai Vishnu, unlimited universes are coming out of his pores. And once each universe appeared, from that each universe into that each universe, Lord again entering as Garbhodakasai Vishnu. To give the life to that universe, Lord is entering as a Garbhodakasai Vishnu. And from the novel of the Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Lord Brahma got appeared. So he is the another Gunavatara. Brahma is the representative of mode of passion, Rajoguna, representative of Rajoguna. So in the Rajoguna, the tendency of Rajoguna is always expand, more. So here, Brahma is also similar guna. He wants to create more. So that's why he is a representative of Rajoguna. He is one of the Gunavatara of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he is well qualified, the second qualification. And the third qualification is born of the unmanifested. What is unmanifested means? Unmanifested means we are all manifested. Every manifested item has a beginning and ending. In this material world also, everything has some kind of expiration date. If you purchase any food item or anything, they will print expiration date. So that means there is an end for each item. Even every living entity in this material world also have some expiration date. Who doesn't have expiration date is unmanifested. Is a Supreme Personality of Godhead. Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Sarva Karana Karanaha. Here Brahma himself is glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Sachit Ananda Vigraha. That is very important. Sachit is very important. Sachit means eternal. We are all Achit. We have some expiration date. But where Supreme Personality of Godhead doesn't have any expiration date. Anadir Adir. He is the Adi and he is the Anadi. He is the beginning and he is the ending. Nothing is beyond him. And another qualification is Sarva Karana Karanaha. And he is the cause of all causes in this whole creation. That is unmanifested. So Brahma take birth from the unmanifested. Brahma also took birth. But the Supreme Lord did not take birth. He is the beginning. Aham adirihi devanam. Lord is telling that in Bhagavad Gita. I am the origin of, I am the beginning of all devatas. So he is a separated external energy of the Supreme Lord. So we are also separated. What is this separated energy? There are two types of incarnations, Swamsa and Vibhinnamsa. So here separated external energy means the external energy means separated. Is a Vibhinnamsa. So he is a external energy of the Supreme Lord. Why it is prescribed like that? Because everybody has some potency to create something. But the Brahma has the highest potency in the material world. That's why Brahma is also called as a secondary creator or the creator of this material universe. Vishwakarma. You can also call Brahma as a Vishwakarma. So Brahma is also a separated energy of the Lord. But the Brahma is also have a expiration date like other living entities. Brahma's expiration date is very, very big compared to the living entities. In Bhagavad Gita, it is telling that Sahasra Yuga Pariyantam. The Brahma's expiration date is, he will also live 100 years, but our 100 years are different comparatively Brahma's 100 years. How? The Brahma's 100 years is, Brahma's each day is considered as the Sahasra Yuga, 1000 yugas of yuga cycles, Divya yugas. Divya yugas means which is consistence of all four yugas. Sattva, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Satya Yuga. All these four yugas consist as one Divya Yuga. Like that, 1000 yugas completed is one day of Brahma. Similarly, another 1000 yugas is considered as one night of Brahma. So like that, if 100 years completed, then Brahma will leave his body and another new Brahma will come. But comparatively, any other living entity in this material world, Brahma is having complete source of strength and scientific knowledge. So that's why if you see any Leela, all the demigods, first they will approach Brahma. If there any turbulation happens or if any sufferings happen, they will approach first Brahma. Brahma will try to deal the situation. If Brahma is unable to deal the situation, then along with all the demigods, Brahma also will go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can see that when Krishna appearance time, all natural calamities and everything is happening on this earth, all the demigods went and approached to the Brahma. And Brahma and all together, they went to the Pala Samudra Milk Ocean and they requested the Supreme Lord, please give a solution. Even in the Hiranyakashipu, Narasimhadeva pastime also, when Hiranyakashipu was meditating with a intensive nature, with a very intensively, and he is generating a lot of heat. With that heat, all this material universe is burning out, and at that time, all the demigods approached to Brahma. My dear Brahmaji, please do something. This demon Hiranyakashipu is doing some tapasya which is causing a great disturbance to this society. Then Brahma went and tried to console the Hiranyakashipu. So like that, Brahma is the primary contact for this material world. Like in the material world also we have different levels of escalation. Like some problem comes, we'll escalate to the first level of contact, either immediate manager or level 1 support. If there is another problem, if that person is not able to solve, I'll go to next level. Similarly, if there are any calamities happening in this material world, the level 1 support in this material world, immediate approachable personality is the Brahma. So after hearing this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha's appearance and their demonic nature, and they heard that he is going to trouble this material world for hundreds of years, then immediately they approached Lord Brahma and requested, my dear Brahma, what is our next steps? How can we protect ourselves from this calamity, and how can we do that? And here the beauty is they are glorifying the strength of Brahma. So it's recommended, if you are approaching any higher authority, one should glorify that authority first. Even if you are approaching our own spiritual master, we must glorify first the spiritual master and his wonderful activities, and then we need to submissively inquire. Even when you are going to darshana of the Supreme Lord in the temple, one must glorify first the Supreme Lord. Oh, my dear Lord, you are so wonderful. Your decoration is so wonderful. With your mercy, I am able to survive. Like that, one must glorify the Supreme Lord first, and then ask whatever is the need and whatever is the um, appeal. The next is appeal. So here first they are inquiring about they are glorifying about the Brahma, and after that they're appealing or they're inquiring about these two demonic personalities. Thank you very much for giving an opportunity to talk a few words about Lord Brahma and our Brahma Sampradaya. Over to Madhupati Prabhu. If there are any questions, please post into Nityam Bhagavad Sevya WhatsApp group.
Thank you very much, Gopikanta. I'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. I'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting 3 times. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
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 Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ji Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha, Kaladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bringa. Ugraveera
Ugraveera
Mahavesham Mukam
Elantam
Singam Vesharam
Shalopam
Bhadram Mityam Navamyaham Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai,
Jai.
Prahlad Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai. Let's offer our obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vyavacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavinda ki Jai,
Jai.
Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki Jai,
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari 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 Bo.
Thank you, Gopikanta.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Thank you everybody. Hari Bo.